A few years ago, I asked a very successful man what he thought was success. Let me tell you, this man not very educated formally, maybe only class 8. He was a school teacher and then he started his own business. And but very well read. I mean, Khalil Gibran or Bhagavad Gita, the depth of going into it. His brothers who were perhaps more educated formally than him would not have so much of depth of understanding. So he is one person whom I have asked a lot of people about what they think is success. And when I realized his answer was so profound, and he said, 70, 80 years from now, or at least 50 years from now, my son should be able to walk into any room in the world without worrying about somebody saying his father did me in, or his father ruined my business, or anything like that, right? So I said, why 50 years? He said, it takes a long time for fear of a dreaded dawn also to go away. So if I were a dawn, nobody would talk about me maybe for 50 years after I die. So after that also my son, or before that also my son, should be able to walk into any room. So for him this was very important. Second, he said at the age of 80 or 85, I should be able to laugh more than I cry. So he said there is absolutely no doubt that there will be a lot of times when I'm feeling down and sad, but I should be able to laugh more than I'm able to cry. And at that stage I should also feel like living my life all over again, and this is what I would do. And I thought this was so profound in this sense that here is a person who perhaps has a net worth of about 500 crores, has been a trader, he's made a lot of money all over the place, and this is his word, his success did not include one amount of money. He did not say anything about how much money of course he has enough, there is no doubt, and he does tons of charity, he's happy doing a lot of charity. So I keep saying that God gives him money to do charity, so he does charity, but anyway, I'm digressing. So it comes down to what I think, what are the things which are more important than even money. At least I can only tell you from my life, and what I have seen is, first, enjoying the work which I am doing, or having faith in the work which I am doing. When I write a book or when I make a video, I want to educate people about money. I mean, how to earn, how to live, how to pay taxes, and how to enjoy your money, and when should you say it's enough. Should you say at 1 crore, should you say at 10 crores, right? I'm not putting a number, I'm still saying it is a attitude towards life. So having faith in the fact that, or a purpose of life, saying I am adding value to people. Like I've gone around the world, gone around the country, talking to regulators, talking to mutual funds, insurance companies, banks, talking about the financial education. I have absolutely everybody on my face says, yes, fantastic, we should do, but nobody is doing it. I mean, I don't have the stamina of a Sucheta Dalal to do that kind of work. So I said, let me take a back seat. My financial education is restricted to my lectures, my talking, my writing, and my videos, right? So again, no great incentive to write one more book. Though there are a lot of ideas in my head, putting it down on paper seems to be unnecessary, irrelevant, or things like that. I don't know. I may still write a book, but I'm not promising anything. Second, officially it is clear that there is enough evidence to prove that exercise makes people happier than earning more money. So today, if I go to the gym and do a workout for 1.5 hours instead of 1 hour, and I get a greater satisfaction than doing a transaction where I earn some money. Of course, I'm a trader also. In one part of my brain, I'm a trader. So of course there is incentive to trade and make money, because you feel that, wow, I'm smarter than the others in the market, at least to this extent, right? But to me, going for a run, going a 20-kilometer run or a 15-kilometer run, spending more time in the gym, or making sure that you're sweating because your coach is standing on your head and watching, right? To me, that gives more pleasure than adding that extra bit of money. being with family and friends, being with family and extended family, because families are today small, just 1 or 2 people. Being with extended family, doing get-togethers, meeting over lunch, dinner, tea, whatever, or just going for treks, hikes, walks, picnics. That is I think more pleasurable than earning money, and that obviously it means friends also. And friends, go back to school friends and college friends simply because you're exactly the same age, so you're aging together. You got married at more or less the same time, your children are growing up at the same time, you lost your parent or parents at more or less the same time, now your children are getting married at more or less the same time. So the needs of this group, right, remain same. So it's nice to have a group, because this is a group to which you're going to crib about everything about your business, how business is so bad and you're still going to be in business, right? This is a group with which you can do all that. So right, so having faith in what you're doing, having a vision and clarity about what you're doing, looking after your health, being with family and friends, to me that's also, and completely controlling your time, right? So if you, just a sec, other than this, the experiences that you have, right, whether it is travel experiences, whether it is whether it is teaching experiences, whether it is interacting with people experiences, all those experiences also add up in life. In fact, I keep telling younger people with a lot of money, don't invest in things, invest in experiences. You will never be able to get enough of them. You can travel around the world, you can see museums, you can see movies, whatever, but do it with people so that you enjoy the experience of watching a movie. I mean, I still can remember going for movies with friends when I was in school, right? It used to be very rare, but I remember it well, right? So that is what happens. The question is, do you remember that vacation well? Do you remember that outing well? That's more important. And after an event or after buying a thing, if the only thing you remember about it is the cost, it means you have not enjoyed it, because whatever I have paid for and bought and I have enjoyed, which means if I have derived value from the price paid, I have no regret about the price. My regret would always be saying I paid so much for this product and I did not use it. So regret is, of course you can't avoid regret completely, but regret is more to learn saying I should not be buying products or things which I won't use enough, right? What I think is enough. Will I pay so much for a gym and not go regularly? Will I join somewhere place and not go regularly? Will I buy something and not use it? Right? So those are things which happen in life. You tend to do those things, but the question is, are those things giving you pleasure? Are those things not giving you pleasure? And like I said about in the earlier part, what will people think of you after you're dead? I really thought that after you are dead, it should not really matter, right? How does it matter whatever what people think after you're dead? But to very many people it matters. And I also think that after me, what happens is how many people think of me positively, saying he made some change in my life. Because of him, I saved more for investment. I saved more money which I invested in equity, with which I could retire peacefully. I always thought I would require 70-80 lakhs for retirement. Subhra came and told me I would need 4-5 crores, and then I put together a corpus, and today I am more at peace with myself. Or an 80-year-old man saying, because of Subhra, I have had this corpus and I am able to live comfortably and did not have to worry about inflation. I never thought I would require so much money, right? So some of those legacies which you leave behind with younger people, older people, even today, there's a great pleasure when I'm sitting in the airport and somebody comes and says, sir, you taught us for the NISM exam. Earlier it used to be called the AMFI exam, and I passed that exam, and then I am now a vice president in a bank. Like, this kid must have come to me in 2002, 2003 when I was doing a lot of training, and 20 years later he walks up to me in the airport. That's pleasure, that's legacy, right? You want to be known for those things rather than how much money you have, because how much money I have is a matter of function only for my daughter and perhaps for the government if they want to levy estate duty, right? Other than that, there is absolutely no reason why the amount of money that I have should matter. I thought some of these things are more important for in life than even money. Thank you. Thank you.